like lemonade?
But that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I am not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
Hey guys, happy Friday. Gosh,
And Merry,
so good to see you all.
and Merry
Uh,
Christmas, everybody.
Harry Fishnets. Harry
Uh,
Fishnets. So we're going to talk about Lethal Weapon today. It's a really good movie from 1987. And gosh, I'm so excited today. I hope this
What?
is a good show.
Why did you sound like you're about to grope me?
Yes, he is like that sometimes.
The first in the house is Snorty. What's up, Snorty? The next in the house is Gambit. The next in the house is Slasher Fred. Then Penny, almost immediately afterwards. So look at that. D. Bud Martin is here. Yeah, Gary is always a special buddy.
For his guy friends, you need to read the whole thing.
Yeah, I read the whole thing. I don't need to read it out loud.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Not gonna. Can't make me.
I can.
So
I'm your boss.
the minute you sign on the dotted line
Gary's always a special
and
buddy for
move
his
in with
guy
me,
friends.
that's when you're my boss. It's just
There
out
you
of my
go.
love for you that I do things that you want me to
Somebody
do.
clip that, please. I need proof
No,
of that.
not ever.
Video proof.
Well, video proof that I only do things because I love you.
No, that'll be your boss as soon as I sign.
Yeah, you got to sign on the dotted line. So,
It's not a purchase, you know.
oh, breach.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, let me find something for you. And here we go.
Hey, Bandit, this is Little Beaver. Put your foot on the floor, we got your back door, and I'm cleared.
That's a 10-4.
Speaking of beavers,
Beaver.
You can't even spam me that fucking thing when I'm sick. Fuck you guys.
You stretch it out when you do that. So backdoor beaver with real beaver anal gland butter. So this is the one you want. If you want your popcorn done right, do it with a backdoor beaver. Selling at Walmart's near you.
I
Today
wish.
we're going to be talking about.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No,
can-
that's what's the interjection. I wish.
Oh. So today we're going to be talking about a classic film. I actually like this artwork. Lethal Weapon. It is not Drew Struzan, but it is meant to look like Drew Struzan's artwork. They made a lot of mistakes in it. They have angles of the brush going the wrong directions, which is weird, but I still like it. It's cool artwork.
His hair is too
Nice
wild.
attempt. Well, that's his hair in this fucking movie. He's got like crazy fucking what do you call that? That style where you got short hair over the ears but long in the back.
Mullet.
What's it called? I remember mullet. Yeah, I had a fucking hairstylist give me one once, and I'm like, cut the back off. I'll let it grow out normal. That's just fucking weird looking. So, good film. It written by one of my favorite screenwriters. In my opinion, he's only done one bad film,
Yes.
which I think it was a bad idea from the start. Is
The
The
Predator.
Predator?
Yeah.
The Predator. Terrible fucking movie. And I can't say anything about the script being good either. It's just the idea was bad. So I guess we can talk a little bit about development. So when he graduated from UCLA, he wrote a screenplay, and it was back in like 85, the middle of the year. And he stated in an interview that it was to do with an urban Western. clearly inspired by Dirty Harry, which he admitted to, where a violent character who is reviled for what he did and what he is capable of, the things he believed in, is eventually recruited for being the one who could solve the problem. The protagonist would be an everyman policeman, quote, guys shuffling into town in like Los Angeles, searching for something noble as justice, when they're just guys in Washington-worn suits seeking a paycheck. End quote. According to Black, his original first draft of the script was very different and much darker than the final film. It was 140 pages long, and both the plot and characters were different. The action scenes were much bigger. The ending of the script contained a chase scene with helicopters and a trailer truck full of cocaine exploding over Hollywood Hills with cocaine snowing over Hollywood sign. I mean, just the idea that clearly it's a Christmas film. Black hated the first draft and initially discarded it, but later picked it back up again and rewrote it into the new draft that we were eventually that was eventually used in filming it. So his agent, his screenwriter agent, talent agent, what do you want to call him, sent the Lethal Weapon script to various studios, was rejected before Warner Brothers executive Mark Canton took a liking to it. Canton brought along producer Joel Silver, who is perfect for these kinds of films. And I'm going to tell you that's probably how it went in his head. Is he read that and he goes, I bet you Joel Silver can turn that into something. And Joel Silver loved the story, and he worked directly with Shane Black to further develop the script. Writer Jeffrey Boehm came in to also help. He did some uncredited rewrites. And well, hold on a second. I want to point something out to you here. I don't know if you guys know who Jeffrey Boehm is.
No.
And nerds like me fucking know who he is, because he also worked as a writer on Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He wrote The Dead Zone. He wrote a film that should have been better than it was, The Phantom, in '96, with Billy Zane. He was a co-writer, uncredited on screen, but he was finally outed as one of the writers that worked with Shane Black. He was also one of the writers and co-creators of Briscoe County Jr. Inner Space 2, he created the characters. It's a short film. He worked on, oddly, Lego Indiana Jones and Lego Indiana Jones 2. He also was the sole creator of Briscoe County Jr., if you didn't know that. Tales from the Crypt, he wrote some screenplays. He worked on the TV movie The Witches of Eastwick, which I could give two shits about. He co-wrote Lethal Weapon 3 and Lethal Weapon 2. He is the one credited for the screenplay for Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, but we all know that Kasdan was the big story guy on that, and he made a lot of the edits in it. He wrote a little screenplay that I really like called Funny Farm with Chevy Chase. He also wrote the screenplay for Lost Boys, Inner Space. So this guy knows what he's doing. I love Jeffrey Boehm. So when I bring up Jeffrey Boehm, you should know who he is. So Boehm, he did some uncredited rewrites on Shane Black's script after complaints that parts of it were just too damn dark. Boehm added more humor to the script, which I find funny because I think that fucking Shane is hilarious. And if you didn't know this, Shane was hired as an actor for the film Predator, but it was with hopes that they could get him to maybe on the spot do edits, daily edits or shit, and he refused to do it. He stood his guns on that one, which was good, because I think that's dirty to bring a guy in under the pretense of just being an actor and then go, hey, while you're here. That was pretty tacky. Boehm added more humor to the script, which I think that's interesting, and later did a complete rewrite of Shane Black and Warren Murphy's rejected script for the second film. He also wrote the script for the third film and an unused draft for the fourth film. After the script was purchased for $250,000, studio production at Warner executives offered to um, have Richard Donner direct, and he read it and he loved it. Leonard Nimoy was among the other directors considered for the project, but he did not feel comfortable doing action films, and he was working already on the film Three Men and Baby. So now the casting on this film, Donner, having just finished Lady Hawk, had long been interested in working with Mel Gibson. Casting director Marion Doherty first suggested teaming Gibson and Danny Glover, given Murtaugh had no set ethnicity in the script. She arranged for Gibson to fly in from his home in Sydney, while Glover was flown in from Chicago. And I do want to point out, too, that this was the first film where he had to work on his American accent. And oddly, he is American. He's not from Australia. He was born in California. And then his family moved back because the dad was from Australia. And so they moved back to Australia. And so growing up in Australia, he developed an Australian accent. And you could hear that accent very little in this first film. But oddly, in the grocery store scene of Lethal Weapon 2, you could hear it clearly, which I thought was odd because that's later. Go figure. But anyway, so they flew him in, and from his home in Sydney, Glover flew in from Chicago because that's where he's from, where he was appearing in a play to read, though, to just read through the script, probably do a little table read. Bruce Willis was approached for the role as well of Riggs, but turned it down as he found the script too violent. That's funny. This is referenced in the spoof of the Lethal Weapon films, Loaded Weapon 1. Bruce, as John McClane, appeared after the villains attack the wrong beach residents, looking for the protagonist, Christopher Lambert, and Christopher Reeve were also approached, but neither were interested. Michael Biehn was also a brief contender to play Riggs, as Richard Donner had enjoyed his performance in The Terminator. But he was already committed to Aliens at this point. And as you know, he wasn't the original pick for that film. He was pleaded with to save the film because they were already shooting. And he was brought in because I forget his fucking Gans from 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy was the original actor, but he had a drug problem and got busted, and he had to leave England. Other actors that were considered for the role were Pierce Brosnan, Stephen Lang, who I think would have been weird as Riggs. Ron Perlman would have been awful. Michael Nuri, that would have been interesting because I really like him. Stallone, he would have rewritten the script. Patrick Swayze, not right. Michael Douglas, not right. Jeff Goldblum, for Christ's sakes, no. Now, Kurt Russell was another one considered. That would have been a bingo. That's a bingo. Now, according to Donner, quote, it took about 2 hours, and by the time they were done, I was in seventh heaven. They found innuendos. They found laughter where I never saw it. They found tears where they didn't exist before. And most importantly, they found a relationship all in just one reading. So if you ask about casting, it's magical, just total dynamite, end quote. And I want to point out that these two, who are diametrically opposed politically, are such close friends still to this day. And anytime they've appeared in something at the same time, if they can talk the director into it, and the director in the one movie was Richard Donner, so it's pretty easy to do. In the movie Maverick, you have a great crossover moment where you see Glover playing a bank robber and Gibson playing Brett Maverick. And they look at each other funny, like, do I know you?
Not Brett,
then,
Bert.
Anyway, so
that was a joke.
I know the joke within the film. So then when they get outside of the place, and Danny Glover is like, you know, after the explosion and everything, he gets on his horse to ride off. He says, I'm getting too old for this shit. So two great fucking Lethal Weapon moments in the film. And according to Donner, oh wait, no, I already read that. Gibson said that this particular story was a cut above others I had passed on because the action is really sidelined with which heightens the story of these two great characters. I picture Riggs as an almost Chaplin-esque figure, which is why he brought the Three Stooges gags into the film because he was a Three Stooges fan. That was all Mel Gibson, and I love it when they do. He did several Three Stooges gags in the movies franchise. It was great. So I picture Riggs as a Chaplin-esque figure, a guy who doesn't expect anything from the life and even toys with the idea of taking his own life. He's not like these stalwarts who come down from Mount Olympus and wreak havoc and then go away. He's somebody who doesn't look like he's set to go off until it actually happens. And it's true. He's always like there's a short fuse on his character, very short fuse. The draw for Glover was equally strong, fresh off the success of Mr. in The Color Purple by Steven Spielberg. He felt the role of Roger Murtaugh offered a role with new range of character expression experience. Quote, aside from the chance to work with Mel, which turned out to be pure pleasure, one of the reasons I jumped at this project was the family aspect. The chance to play an intricate relationship and a subtle humor that exists in every close family group was an intriguing challenge, as was playing a guy turning 50, because he was actually 40 when he made that movie. Mel Gibson was 30. So they're both playing guys that are 10 years older than what they were. Murtaugh's a little cranky about his age until everything he loves is threatened. He reawakens parallels to Riggs. And what do you remember what his little gesture is when he's ready to kill? That whole stretching the neck thing that he does. I love that. If I'm getting ready to take a special shot, you know it because I do my neck. Both actors were signed by early spring of '86. Gibson and Glover then flew home to pack and returned to Los Angeles. And they began an intensive 2-month of physical training and preparation. Meanwhile, a crucial role of Mr. Joshua was settled when Gary Busey asked to read for the part. An established star already, and he was already an Academy Award nominated actor for the Buddy Holly story. Busey had not auditioned for a film in years, but was suffering from a career slump. He credited Lethal Weapon with reviving his stardom. And Busey's comment, quote, I had butterflies. I never played a bad guy, and no one had seen me since I'd lost 60 pounds and got back into shape. But I decided to take the initiative in order to have the opportunity to work with Dick Donner, Joel Silver, Mel Gibson, and Danny Glover. I'm constantly looking for someone to pull the best performance out of me, and any of those guys could do it. They even talked me into dyeing my fucking hair. In his True Hollywood Story biography, Busey says he was inspired to play Joshua because the producers were looking for someone big and menacing enough to be a believable foe for the imposing Gibson, which is funny because he's not imposing. He's fucking under 6 feet. He's a tiny guy. That's why he was so perfect to play Wolverine, but he didn't want to do it. We'll never get it, sadly. Maybe one day he'll get to play old Wolverine, but they kind of did that movie already with Hugh Jackman. Busey says he was hired to play Joshua because they believed he could be imposing to Gibson. That's funny. Pre-production, stunt coordinator Bobby Bass planned and supervised all phases of Gibson and Glover's intense pre-production training, physical conditioning, weight training, and weapons handling and safety, which I got to tell you, as a weapons guy, Mel Gibson is terrible with his weapon.
He flinches every time he takes a shot. Every single time.
He flinches with every shot. He also is fingering the shit out of that fucking trigger. Yeah. And I'm like, why didn't somebody teach him how not to do that? He's supposed to be Special Forces, MAC-V. He's supposed to be fucking like a dead shot, and he fucking handles that weapon, jerks it around. It's crazy. It's so annoying, but I still love the fucking movie.
Can we address this, please?
What? I'm not in there.
If you ever
You've
see
ever
that
seen-
underrated Sly Stallone comedy, Stop or My Mama Will Shoot, it is almost like a comedy version of Lethal Weapon, except for it sucks. That movie
And
stinks.
I refused to see it at the time when it came out, and have managed to not see it. If I leave this planet, if I die before having seen this movie, I'll be okay with that. But one day I'll probably break down and watch it, just so I can say, yeah, I've seen it. It was all a prank.
Do yourself a favor. Don't watch it.
So anyway, to familiarize the actors with the specialized skills and sensibilities acquired by undercover cops, arrangements were made for Gibson and Glover to spend time in the field accompanying working LAPD officers. Throughout filming, technical advisors from the Los Angeles Police Department, as well as the LA County Sheriffs, I wonder if that was our dear friend Patrick, worked closely with
We should
Richard
ask
Donner
him.
and the actors to ensure that, because I know he's worked on films. I know that. Cedric Adams was the first technical advisor brought in. Donner said that Adams thought the best possible way to show just how lethal Riggs really is to show his mastery of a form of martial arts never before seen on screen. Donner wanted Riggs' style fighting to be unique, with the second assistant director, Willie Simmons, who was interested in unusual forms of martial arts himself, choosing 3 different martial arts styles to be mixed together. And Gibson and Busey were both instructed in Capoeira by Adams, Jailhouse Rock by Dennis Newsom, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu by Royan Gracie. And in fact, he does Royan Gracie's signature leg choke in the movie at the end. That's Gracie's fucking chokehold. Bobby Bass, or Bass, the stunt coordinator, a former U.S. Army Special Forces instructor and judo champion, also provided training in various techniques. At one point, the actors trained in between filming. Now, something they left out in these notes is that he also studied, Mel Gibson studied Tai Chi. And here is a funny thing. He still studies to this day. He's still very involved with BJJ and is still very good. And
He's in great shape for his age.
Well, I think that's part of the reason why he's such great shape, because he practices all the time.
Yeah.
I think he has 3 or 4 workouts a week, and he has his own partner / training guy that's from BJJ that works with him to this day, that worked with him on the films. But again, Tai Chi was another form that he learned. So there you go. In fact, that little move he does when Glover grabs him, he says, "Hey man, don't touch me," is a Tai Chi move. So there you go. Now, a lot of people say that, and I kind of concluded this myself initially when Tom and I worked out the rules of what makes a movie a Christmas movie. That if you take Christmas out of it, does the movie still work? But now I look at it and I'm like, no, wait a minute. I need to go further into that statement and go, any film where you take every element of the holiday out of the film, it does ultimately change the story with Lethal Weapon. And so therefore, I've concluded this movie is a Christmas movie.
Well, you'd have to take out the whole soundtrack. And that changes
the whole
it.
soundtrack. Oh my God, just everything. There's lines in the film involving Christmas. Like the best sniper shot in the movie was done from a moving helicopter, hovering helicopter, and he gets shot, Tom Atkins' character, gets shot through a carton of fucking eggnog. And there's so much mention of Christmas within the film. And oh my God, the note left for Mr. Joshua at the end on the Christmas tree. Come on, this is a fucking Christmas movie. I finally acquiesce and I agree. I used to not think so, but once I went into this movie and delved deeply into it, it is absolutely a Christmas movie. Because if you do take every element of Christmas out of this film, it alters things. You'd have to alter dialogue. Busey plays a good bad guy. I liked him in Under Siege. Yeah, he was fucking great in that one. Roger Murtaugh wasn't written with F. Yeah, he wasn't. Danny Glover. Yeah, I said this a few minutes ago. You were here, Gambit.
Yeah, but I wasn't.
Oh, there you go. So, well, you helped Martin. But I didn't know about the capoeira. But that makes sense.
Capoeira?
What? So
Rick doesn't do
Jailhouse Rock
capoeira.
is a name used to describe a collection of fighting styles that were practiced and developed within Black urban communities in the 60s and 70s. I'd never heard of that. That's interesting. So filming, an alternate opening and ending were both filmed and can be seen in the Lethal Weapon 4 DVD. The alternate opening featured Martin Riggs drinking alone in a bar where he is accosted by a couple of thugs who attacked him for his money, but are easily subdued by Riggs. Director Richard Donner felt this film should open with a brighter look at Riggs and replace the bar scene with the scene in which Riggs awakens in his trailer, to the joy of every heterosexual female and every gay male in the world to see Mel Gibson's ass.
Minus me, I did not need to see his naked ass.
The alternate ending featured Riggs telling Murtaugh not to retire, without even thinking about the possibility of sequels. Donner decided that Riggs and Murtaugh relationship is one of friendship, and filmed the ending that appears in the completed film. In addition to the film's theatrical release, an extended director's cut version was released later on DVD. The director's cut version is a longer 117 minutes than the original, which is 110 minutes. So it's got 7, and the 7 minutes is apparently that scene where he approaches the school with the would-be sniper, which he's a terrible shooter. He can't hit anything. In another scene, Riggs picks up a street-walking prostitute, but instead of having sex with her, he takes her home to watch the Three Stooges on TV, thus illustrating his loneliness following the death of his wife. And the death of his wife would play out later in Lethal Weapon 2, where we find out she was actually murdered because Riggs was getting too close.
Yeah, because in this movie, all we learn is that she died in a car accident. No further details.
Well, her death is still accidental because he was the target and the shooter thought
Yeah, he
that
was the
it
target, not her. That's right. That's right. So Michael Kamen, who did the music, completed work on Highlander, composed the score for Lethal Weapon. Editor Stuart Baird had used Edge of Darkness heavily in a Temp score, which is a British television series that, ironically, Mel Gibson would go on to play later in an American movie. Riggs' theme was performed by Eric Clapton. Kamen and Clapton had worked together previously for the BBC television series Edge of Darkness, the feature adaptation of which would later, by coincidence, star Mel Gibson. I brought that up, motherfucker. The saxophone part of the Murtaugh's theme was performed by David Sanborn, a great saxophonist. The Christmas song Jingle Bell Rock, performed by Bobby Helms, is played during the film's opening credits. Honeymoon Suite song Lethal Weapon is playing during the film's end credits without being credited. That's odd. I will tell you this, that it got great reviews. I'm not going to get into all of them. It was shot on a $15 million budget with a $120.2 million box office. That's fucking incredible and guaranteed a fucking sequel.
Now, music-wise speaking, specifically about Kamen, I freaking love his scores. And this may sound like a nitpick, but it's not. I am even grateful. But there is so much of his score from Lethal Weapon on Die Hard, especially the tense and action sequence, are so much like this one. And I love it. I love the scores for those two movies.
87 was the last year for Gary Busey to be old Gary Busey. After 87, he had his accident, 88, which fucked his face up, but he survived, thank God. And he still relatively looked like Gary Busey It didn't really start becoming very noticeable until he started aging. Okay, this is one of my favorite moments right here with the Three Stooges gag. It is great. And the playing dumb with, we won 120. Hold on, let me check. And he's like pulling out like dollars and shit. And he goes, 120,000, motherfucker. That dude there on the right, he's so weird looking.
What's so funny to me is that he's such a fuck up. Like you look at him and you wouldn't ever believe he's a cop. That's why shit like that is so easy for him.
Well, he works in Vice. He has not to look the cop part.
And I did point this out to you when we were watching Magnum PI, that in the 4th season, that dude with the mullet there on the Christmas tree lot is in an episode of Magnum PI during the 4th season. I'm like, oh, that's the dude from Lethal Weapon. I know that ugly face anywhere. This looks like somebody grabbed his face and stretched it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's wrong with your head, man? And what's with the poodle hairdo? Oh, is Sally here? Hi, Sally.
Yeah.
Hi, Penny. And I do believe this is the first movie that showed that Special Forces roll while firing, which was a Special Forces technique. God damn, he looks like the prosthetic face for Bruce Campbell in Army of Darkness. Just all stretched.
Looks like caricature of Jimmy Cat. Nicky Cat. How do you like it now? Huh?
Okay.
And now we're watching E.T. The kids on bikes.
By the way, did you ever play Snorty's video?
Oh no, you're right. Here we go.
Snorty! Oh, Jonathan Hancock is here. What's up, man?
Yeah. He's been chatting for a while.
Well, I've been doing my job.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
He was
who's
reading
here, but
stuff.
I'm doing my
so-
job.
Oh my God, I cannot read this without hearing his voice. And the screw you, it's drive-through. That's a Joe Pesci in the second one.
Did he say screw you or fuck you?
No, screw you.
Okay. Yeah, I love Joe Pesci's role in this. It's, well, not in this one, I'm sorry, but in the third film, isn't it? Where he gets introduced? It's the third film, right? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't remember.
I wouldn't.
I'm not
know.
going to get an answer from you guys. I get it. Don't worry about it. Look it up real quick. 'cause
Chill
I think
out,
it's-
dude. Yeah, and here's the moment.
Oh, yeah, because they wrote down below Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, and Joe Pesci in handwritten lettering. It was fucking funny. Rene Russo is one of the best highlights of that fucking movie. I mean, she really is why I liked Lethal Weapon 3 the most. That and the song by Sting. And they took Murtaugh and Riggs' themes and combined them into one song. And so that wasn't like new music. That was their themes put together to make that one song.
Mashup.
Nope, he's in Lethal Weapon 2 as Leo Getz. If you need it, Leo gets it. Yeah. Yeah, because he's with them when they pull that building down off the Hollywood Hills, that house. Now, I do want to point out this is a lady. She was in a lot of stuff with Donner directing it. Is the psychoanalyst. And she's in 3 of the films, as I recall. I don't know if she appeared in the 4th film or not.
I think she's in all of them. I could be
She can't be in anymore because sadly she passed away.
It's a pity.
We don't have to be rude about it. There it is, Mary Ellen Trainor. Mary Ellen Trainor is her name. And I'm going to look. Yes, she was in the final film. And I'm looking forward to the fact she died in 2015. I do look forward to Mel Gibson and Danny Glover doing one more film and wrapping it up. And that on his deathbed, he asked Mel that if, I'm not going to make it. So if this is going to happen, you have to do it. And that was when he agreed to do it. I love this whole scene where he just takes Danny Glover down quickly, pointing his own weapon at him because he's yelling, gun. And Mel's like, where?
Yeah.
He didn't even think that it's a pistol in his hand he's yelling about. That is so fucking funny. Also, great line here. God hates me. He goes, hate him back. It's what I do. Works for me. Yes, she was married to Robert Zemeckis. My least favorite addition to the franchise was Chris Rock's character. He just annoyed me. I didn't find his character interesting. It's not his acting, because I like Chris Rock. I just didn't think he worked in that film. And that's where the title of the film is set in the movie, right there. He registered as a lethal weapon.
In the first act.
Yep. Normally it's usually around the second or third act, but they did it. They got it out of the way right in the beginning.
I like when they do that.
Actually, I did see that film. I like that movie. And I loved Ed O'Neill in that. I'm a big fan of Ed O'Neill. I'm actually a person who saw it while it was on TV when he played Popeye. Not the sailor, but the police officer in his own series.
Oh, man. I've been looking for that show like crazy and I cannot get it.
I can't find it either. Luckily, if you wanted copies, I have them of Dragnet LA was a reboot of Dragnet. He plays Joe Friday. Ed O'Neill does. I thought he did a fucking great job. I like the show. And it was the kid, his partner is played by the kid that is his stepson with the Christmas movie where he's got to go get him and bring him home for Christmas. And he's just a little shithead. There's another fucking actor I like. It sounds like an Irish name when you say it, but his name is actually based off of his Russian family. And he changed it and said it a certain way to where you don't quite get what it is because it sounds like an Irish name. I'm trying to find it. I always forget what it is. I love him as an actor. Ed O'Ross, which that is not what his name is. His real name, Edward Orss, O-R-S-S. And so what he did is he put an apostrophe between the O and the R and put an additional O in. So he was Ed O'Ross. And he had a choice of playing baseball or acting, and he ended up going with the acting. He's not the only actor to do that.
Yeah, but
couple of
what was
actors.
his reason? Because a lot of them ended up choosing acting because they busted a knee or something else, and the sports career was off the table.
Yep. So there he is, and he, of course, was the Russian villain in Red Heat with Stallone, the one who comes to America that Stallone has to chase. Wait, what's this? Hold on, Gambit. Everybody stop talking. Stop chatting. No, keep chatting. I just was trying to find this thing. I recognize that actor. That's exactly where he's from. And I think it's probably one of the best roles he ever had. He's also, if I recall correctly, he's in the sci-fi film The Hidden with Kyle MacLachlan. And I like that movie a lot. And I think he's one of the people that gets possessed by this alien. Red Heat was just pure fucking fun. That's all that movie is. It's not great storytelling. It's good filmmaking. I can put my name at the top of my head. Let's see. And the other actor who is pretty gray haired is from Liar Liar. Oh, yeah. What does he play? Oh, God. I'm forgetting what the fuck you played it. Also, before we get there, because I don't want to forget this, is you got Arnold's other best friend, Sven Oli Thorsen, in this. He plays one of the mercs. And Al Leong.
Yeah.
And you are not watching an 80s action movie unless Al Leong is in it.
Okay.
Al Leong, who's still with us, thank God. Someone said that he may have died, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And I went and I looked, no, he's still alive, bitch. Shut the fuck up. He's not only an actor, he's also a stunt coordinator. He worked with The Rock on his standalone Cobra, or what is it? Not Cobra, Scorpion King. And he did all the sword fighting training. And he is a master. Okay, so anyway, I love that guy. He is a great martial artist, but he also is a direct connection between this movie and Die Hard. Direct connection. And of course, he's best known in Die Hard for being the guy that improvised grabbing a candy bar out of the snack bar area in the movie. He didn't have to. He's just sitting there looking around. And he looks down, sees the candy. He looks at it, and he's like, I'm going to get that. He grabs himself some candy. Genghis, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Genghis.
Hello.
And I want to point out something. A lot of you guys sent me private messages of wishing me a happy Christmas, Danny and me. And I want to thank you guys for that. And especially from John Osteen's and his wife, Lady V. They messaged me privately yesterday. And it was really sweet getting that from them yesterday. It's just, you guys are really wonderful people. And I really like hanging out with y'all. Except for Gambit when he starts repeating shit I said. No, I love you, Gambit.
But you do echo what we are saying.
And there you get it right there. Look what's playing in the theater across the street.
Lost Boys.
Yes. Lost Boys. So now they're talking about experiences in Vietnam. Each one has had experience there. He was a grunt, while Mel's character was Special Forces Mac B. And how he almost got killed there in Ia Drang. And they have it spelled wrong there, which is really weird. And that guy, Tom Atkins' character, saved his life. You owe me. And he wants him to kill them all. You can do it. I know you can do it. And
he did.
In the end, he does, but it's so funny because all Tom's character is trying to do is get out of this arrangement he has, because he doesn't like these guys. He is being forced to do this. And I thought that Glover's being upset with him was understandable when it came to the early days of their deal, but all he's been trying to do is get out of this. And but when you think about it, what he should have been pissed off about You don't have the balls to do it yourself, so you want me to kill them.
Mm.
Well, he does
That's
have
when
two
he
daughters.
should have been angry.
He's a dad.
Well, he yells at, I have another daughter. But Glover doesn't care, man. He's like, but I think that if I was writing this, I would have thrown that in there. I'm not pissed that you're asking me to kill them. I'm pissed that you don't have the balls to do it yourself. And then I'd walk away then. That would have been a more dramatic moment in my opinion.
Because Murtaugh would be like that. Even he is like that in this movie. When they threaten his daughter, it's like, I'm going to kill them all.
Yeah.
All of them.
By the way, when you say Murtaugh, it sounds like a name from the fucking Lord of the Rings. Mortog. That's how you say it. Mortog. And I'm just like, Mortog. Oh, Murtaugh. I'm like,
Go easy on me. I struggle with that shit.
Lord of the Lethal Weapon rings.
Man, Martin, the fact that you have to tell him to go easy on you with names. I mean, who's butchering names left and right here?
Everyone should have a friend like me.
It's a close call in here between him and me.
Yeah.
We're talking
right.
Sweet pull the ass. And did you ever? By the way, that stunt was dangerous. The stuntman that had to go into that plastic, that's scary shit. That's really not something you control. And from what I understand, they had a line you can't see attached to him, just in case. But even that was no guarantee because you're not just worrying about drowning at that point. You're worrying of suffocating because once those pieces come together, there's no more air in there.
I would say they should use an airline for that kind of shots. So
by the way, yeah, right. So they have access to air. I want you to point out that this scene is the single most inspired scene from Dirty Harry. That he wanted to have that connective tissue to Dirty Harry, and this was inspired by the jumper scene in Dirty Harry, which is also where you learn why they call him Dirty Harry, which is he takes every little dirty job that comes along, like trying to talk down that jumper. And of course, his interesting way of doing that was great. And this one, what he does is he offers him a smoke and then a light. And when he reaches for the lighter, he handcuffs him to himself. Now, I should have already had that handcuffed on himself. I think he took too long doing that. But just the same, I thought that was a pretty fucking cool scene. And I do like this scene.
He did that as soon as he realized that he's crazy and how crazy he is. It took him a while to realize
the extra playing the cop here, she's cute. Just letting you know. So let's see. Richard Donner had directed the iconic Twilight Zone episode, Nightmare at 20,000. Yeah, in the movie, right? The segment. When it's in a movie, we'll call it that. Not episode, but segment, which had Martin Shatner. Season. Oh, you're talking about when he first worked on it as a kid. William Shatner. Next. What the fuck is wrong with you that you don't remember William Shatner? Slasher Fred.
By the way,
Jesus Christ.
We have Tim here. So
there's some pictures of civilian casualties.
Fuck you, Tim.
All right. I've told this story to Anima before. William Shatner was a prankster. Okay. So he was up on the wing talking to Donner as he came in. And when Donner walked under the wing, all of a sudden Shatner yells, and one of those fake people dummies, they pushed it off the wing onto the ground really hard. And oh my God, what happened? Now there's something that happened in that when he did that I can't remember. That it was Donner's reaction to it about, oh, I guess we're gonna have to recast that one.
Oh,
something like that. And but he fell for it. He did fall for it. And because he was upset, and Shatner said, just a joke, man. And I don't think he found that very funny at the time, because he was just getting his start as a director. But thanks for bringing that up, Slasher Fred. That's a good one. cheer down. It's PCM. Cheer down. I don't know what that means.
The
I remember when I
contrary of
first
cheer up.
I just assumed he was in Australia because we have audience from all over the world, and I just assumed he was from Australia because he got a fucking kangaroo symbol. And it's like, no, he lives not far from where I grew up in Virginia. He lives in Winchester, right? Winchester. And Pope is from, or he lives in Winchester now too. And you two should hook up, man. Tim, you should hook up with Pope sometime. Go hang out, have some drinks.
Dude,
oh wait,
hanging out with Bob must be awesome.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it's
I would
not a
absolutely do
rumor.
that.
Some of the people involved have said yes, it's moving forward. It's going to really happen, and I think it's a great thing. I would love to see that where the actors who were kids all grown up with their own kids having an adventure. I love that idea. I fucking love it, man. Oh wait, what was that about Shatner? I didn't catch that one, that previous one.
The chat will be protected at all costs.
Yes, at all costs. You goddamn right. I love William Shatner. I do subscribe to him on X. I fucking love the shit he says.
Oh my god! Did you see his post on Christmas? There was hilarious. He made a ton of AI pictures. And god damn.
Oh my god! Yes, I did see those. Yeah. That was hilarious. So this is that moment where he's don't fucking touch me, you know, because he touches him, grabs him, like don't fucking touch me, and he's like, you want to, you really want to eat a bullet? Here, use mine, and he hands it to him,
and he gets
and he
so
goes,
close to
don't
doing
shoot
it.
yourself in the ear, you know, don't shoot yourself in the ear, shoot yourself under the chin, and it's like he sees the hammer going back. And then right at that split second where he realizes he's really going to shoot himself, he throws this part of his hand between there. And I'm going to tell you something. You've not felt like you've been pinched until you get caught by a hammer on a gun. That thing is designed to crush metal and cause an explosion. I like this scene a lot where he's talking to the psych at the police station. Like, you need to be careful. He might take you with him. And just, she's funny. She is really funny because she still thinks he's got problems by the time they get to the third film.
Yeah.
In particular. It's like, I think you can leave this guy alone. But at that point, it's making her look kind of annoying on purpose. They're making her look annoying. And it's just part of the comedy. But I do want to point out something I showed to Anima. Donner, the thing I love about Richard Donner, he's a big old liberal lefty, okay?
Oh, the sticker on the fridge.
He believes that you shouldn't ruin your story with your politics. I love that about him. But what he does do is he does something akin to subliminal messaging, but not really subliminal, not like a single frame where there's like someone being tortured. No, what he does is he puts posters and stickers in the background. And you'll see them all over the place, like in the police station. Some of those posters you would never see in a police station. In fact, he has Glover's character of Murtaugh saying shit no fucking cop would say, ever. And to push his agenda. But I don't think he knew better. I don't think he did that on purpose. I think he did that because he didn't know better. Even though they had technical people there from the LAPD and all that shit and the military, he would say these things. Like, you see that? I winged him. I said, well, do you know why cops don't wing them on purpose? Because they know they're opening themselves up to huge lawsuits if they intentionally wound somebody. They should be only using lethal force when it is absolutely the only choice to stop somebody from hurting them or hurting somebody else. That's the only time you're supposed to fire. You know, that person is an absolute threat to the public safety immediately. That's why shooting them in the back is also accepted if they're running while armed. And if they get too far away, fucking shoot them. Absolutely. But he thinks that you can just wing them. And later on, the black kids, is it true you guys kill black people? And he's saying it's 2 black cops and 1 white
That
cop.
scene is so weird.
It's like, no, we're good cops. We wound them. It's like, no, you fucking don't. You are taught and trained shoot center mass, only center mass. Now, snipers, that's a different story because they have a lot of options that regular cops don't have. So that's different. We can go back. In fact, we'll do a whole show about snipers because there are a couple of sniper films I would like to do. One of them is Enemy at the Gates. I fucking love that movie. We're still due for doing Saving Private Ryan. We've never done it. And Shooter with Mark Wahlberg, which is an okay film. I mean, it's a good film, but the shooting and military aspects a little wonky. But I like Mark Wahlberg. I really do. I don't think he can act worth shit. Donnie can. Mark can't act save his life, But I can tell you, I still like his fucking movies because he puts his heart into it, and that alone. So here he is. He's chewing him out. See that? Wounded him, so we can interrogate him. Then you fucking didn't do your job, or you're bad at it. You're a shit shot. Oh, this is it. No, he jumps back up again, and this time saving Murtaugh. Mel's character has to shoot him. He falls into the pool. They both jump in, and he says that line. What's it he says? He says, "Is there anybody you haven't met that you've killed?" He says, "Well, I haven't killed you yet. Don't do me any favors." That's a great stunt, man. That's dangerous as shit. And for the close-ups, he did have a line that he would move away and then play dead and then breathe again if they needed to take another take. Oh, wait, what's this? Murtaugh is your typical autocratic family Christian dad, which makes for a terrible cop. He's good They usually make okay to good politicians, as well as bureaucrats. Like he can work within law enforcement, but not as an actual officer out in the field. No, he did direct Superman 2 and shot most of it, and then got fired. Yeah, because they were shooting him at the same time, which led to a huge lawsuit from what's his name? The Godfather. Fuck. Marlon Brando. I haven't seen this in forever, but it's all coming back. Yeah, man, this is just a great fucking film. Of course, this is the same block that they shot like shows like Leave It to Beaver and crap on. And I have terrible news for you. In 2023, these houses were all torn down to build backlot studio. And it's fucking sad because this has been around for a long time, man. It had been around for 50 years. Yes, they did. They both agreed on it. They both gave it thumbs up. Or as they would do it, thumbs up. You see both their thumbs come up. Yeah, I watched Shooter when it came out, Gambit, but I got to be honest, it's been so long I don't remember the story. So I'm going to have to go back. In fact, I think I conflate it with the first Reacher film with Tom Cruise. So I have to, because both of those guys are short, if you didn't know that. Mark Wahlberg and Tom Cruise are close to the same height. Although Cruise wins for being the shortest of the two. I love the fact that she just keeps staring at Mel Gibson's character. He's so dreamy. Incorrect, Slasher Fred. It is the first buddy cop film after the one that started it, which was called Freebie and the Bean with James Caan and Alan Arkin. And it was the first buddy cop movie. And if you've never seen it, Slasher Fred, you have to see it. They started it all with the chase scenes, and because they followed Bullet. Gone in 60 Seconds claimed to be the first action chase film, but it's like, no, you're off. Your math is off. Bullet, with Steve McQueen, is the first, and then the next major cop chase film was the movie Freebie and the Bee, and there's some great stunts in that film. So I hate to say that you're wrong on that, but you are wrong. I love when Leo catches a shark. Oh my God, you're talking about that's the second film, isn't it? Or was that the third film? They're out on the boat, right?
Yeah,
that was
it's
the third film.
The
Yeah,
third
it's
one.
the third film. They
Yeah,
become buddies. They become buddies then.
yes.
I do like this when he starts the fucking engine on him.
Accidentally, yeah.
And then he's like, he sits there acting like he doesn't know how to turn it off just to see what Raj does. Then Raj goes, where is it? He goes, you mean this? And he pushes the button and turns it off. And it's like, he's such a dickhead. Oh, I love this. I also like the line where he says, I am that good.
Joe is in the chat.
That he took a
Hey,
shot
hey.
in Vietnam.
Yes, it's true.
With a scoped rifle at 1,000 yards, killing his target. Joe, how are you doing, brother? Hope you had a good Christmas, man. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I conflate them all the time. Because, look, man, my brain is just this giant encyclopedia of information. But movies have tendencies of being a little bit alike. And I will overlap one with the other and just kind of get confused by it. And that's what conflation is. So yeah, thanks, Gambit. But I'm like a walking Wikipedia on a lot of the stuff.
That and there's a lot of filthy things to be removing till you get to the thing you're looking for.
You don't understand. The filthy stuff in my mind is back here on the right, on this side, back of my head. All of the trivia stuff is right up here in my brain, this part of my brain. I know that's where it rests. The left front lobe is where all my information lies that I go back to. It's also
You just gave me the spot that I need to hit when I want you to stop being dirty.
Well, you better hit it right. Because someone's going to get a fucking spanking if you don't knock me out. Oh, that's good to hear, Joe. All right, Krista, you filthy animals. Yep. And we get something similar to that in this film, too, with the note left for Mr. Joshua at the end. Yeah, sassy cat. Yeah, this is where he's talking about that. The only thing I was ever good at, killing people.
I like how he constantly joke about his wife's bad cooking.
Well, he asks right here, he says, did you really like my wife's cooking? He stares at him for a minute. He goes, no.
And it pays off when it's Christmas Eve and he invites him in and he declines and says, dude, I'm not going to eat the shittiest Christmas turkey on my own. You're in this with me. That was funny.
Yeah, they're now not just partners, they've become friends.
Of course they do. They always do. Sorry.
Yeah, I like that she drops an egg, partially cleans it up. She says, watch out, there's egg. And he goes, oh, he steps in it. He goes, how stupid of me not to be looking for like egg on the floor. Yeah, that show was not very good. It got better, to be honest with you, with Sean William Scott. He was closer to Riggs in his acting. He's a better Riggs. And don't get me wrong, I like Clayne, what's his name? Clayne, I said his name earlier, now I forget it. Clayne Good actor. He's the villain in that movie with Tommy Lee Jones, where Tommy Lee Jones smokes him and his men in the middle of a restaurant to save his kid because they're going to kill him.
I don't know what that movie is.
I
Sounds
sure
good.
do. I'll find it for you so I can show it to you. Tommy Lee Jones. All right. The one human being outside of the guy who played Hellboy, that because he started out looking like a chimpanzee, and Tommy Lee Jones, as he gets older, looks more and more like a chimpanzee. He really does. He fucking looks like a chimpanzee. It's bizarre, Tommy Lee Jones' face. So it's not the wrinkles in it; it's the way it seems to be sagging lower and lower, the way a chimpanzee's face goes.
Well, the guy who played Hellboy was the easiest job for the makeup department they had ever done. They just needed to paint him and glue the horns.
Ron Perlman. Yeah, I did a meme years ago that showed his high school photo, and next to it, voted most likely to never have to wear prosthetic makeup for playing monsters. Because he just has that fucking face. So here we go. Let me pull this down because this is a scene where I really got aggravated with his shooting. So Tommy Lee Jones was in this movie. See, he looks like a fucking chimp. Look at him. They should make the movie Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp, and have him star in it. And only actors with no makeup that look like chimpanzees are cast in it.
I love that show.
Oh, yeah. Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. Na, 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 na. Yeah, I know that show. I fucking love that movie, TV series too. Matahari, my God. Great
yes.
stuff. And it wasn't that long ago. Where the fuck is it? Did I go buy it? Is it Wander? I don't think it's Wander. Finest Kind. There it is. Yeah, that's not the poster that was on the screen when I went to see it, up on the marquee. Great fucking movie. And Ben Foster's in it. God, he's so good. And there he is, Clayne Crawford. He played the part of Riggs in the show, and then because of a fight between him and Wayans had more star power, so he got Crawford fired. And Crawford's been trying to get his career back on path. I think he's done some good stuff, but this was the series Lethal Weapon. I'm not a fan of it, but I actually enjoyed the final season because they lost ratings when Clayne Crawford left. They didn't expect that. Wayans thought his star weight would carry it. Nope, dumb motherfucker. I also learned to not like Wayans because of this show. And I didn't even watch the first season. But Sean William Scott was more of a Riggs character to me. Just my opinion. Who am I? So back to the movie. He's one of the two series and was also in the movie The Last Boy Scout. I love that fucking movie. We have got to do that movie. I've already got the thumbnail made for it. When he tells his partner, who's been fucking his wife, that Bruce Willis's wife, we didn't mean this to happen as an accident. It was an accident, like he tripped and fell and his dick went into you. Like, that's a great fucking line. And again, written by Shane Black. I watched this so many times with friends on rented VHS. Oh, yeah, Shirley. I'm telling you, man, I've seen this in every format. Every format. I like that he says something about her food there, or cooking. And then he's like, read it and weep when he shows him his one bullet shot in the forehead. And then Mel takes it back from him, puts it back on there and just looking away and looking at him, pushing the button until it doesn't work anymore. And then steps up with his weapon, reloads it, and does some of the worst shooting I've ever seen with a handgun. And I think he's gotten better, to be honest with you, because I saw that hunting season movie. Wabbit season, duck season. It's a very good action yarn, very dramatic action yarn. And he does a fair job with his weapon carry. he's gotten better training over the years on how to fire a weapon. How about you have a watch party for the wild geese? I know you talked about it already, but how about a watch party? What we're going to try to do, this is what we talked about, is doing it once a month. And I think Tuesday is the best day to do it. I wouldn't mind that being on the list at all because I love that movie, Tim. So, Anima, Martin, put a note
Yeah.
down. One of our Tuesdays, do a watch party with the wild geese. Now, don't tell the audience, but what I want you to do is put a documentary about Canadian geese. It'll be fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Hey, Zax is here.
hi,
Of course, I
Zax.
want to point out again, I've known Shirley for so long, man. I mean, I met her right around the time before Zoe was born. Rabbit Fire was the first entry in the Looney Tunes series to include the catchphrase "Duck season, Wabbit season."
Okay, let me run Sax's video.
He was running from something, sir. And then he crashed into a DUI checkpoint, committed 10 felonies, and not to mention FUing a room full of cops.
You FU me all the time.
Fuck you, Kyle!
You know, by the way, again, stop asking or waiting. Just do it. We're smart enough. We can remember where we left off. And if
Nope.
we can't, fuck us. It wasn't important anyway.
Nope, I will do it my way.
Your way ends up sometimes forgetting to play it at all. So I
Yeah.
love this
He's
moment
not forgetting it. He's just waiting.
where Danny Glover turns over and just jumps on his backside, pounding with his hands. And there is no flame there. I zoomed in 4K. There is no fire on him. So I'm like, why'd you do that, Danny? Why'd you do that?
Yeah, that looked weird.
So anyway,
Oh, dude, when they do the jump, Mel and the other actor, they have their part of the cufflinks, but they are not linked. There's some things like that in little details. And there is, of course, words that freaks use that shall not be mentioned. Now, I think this is the only part of the movie that I didn't like. It was to Deus Ex Machina when the kids sees tell him that they had exactly the same tattoo. Yeah, it was kind of forced.
Why?
well, the fact is, he suddenly has to be without a sleeve for him to see it. That was why they did what they did. And it's just, there is a little Deus Ex Machina involved there. I think it's minute to where
Yeah,
I can go,
it's small
all
enough.
right. I will look away this time, but don't do it again.
Yeah, I think with the detonator was the trigger mechanism by Mercury was enough.
Even if
But
we
yeah,
don't
the kid just
talk
confirms
about
it.
your comments, guys, I'm just letting you know, I am reading all the comments I can from you guys. And if you see me smile when I'm looking over to the right, I'm smiling or laughing because of something I just read. And I'm enjoying the whole talking about the duck wabbit discussion. Gambit. Duck season, wabbit season, duck season, wabbit season. And then finally, he turns it and he tries to use reverse logic on him, and it works because he goes, duck season, duck, fire.
What the fuck is that, Jonathan?
Okay, so I
Chicken
broke this. Oh, wait, what's this? Cobra Chicken Doha is getting stronger. Honk, honk.
I don't
Doha?
know. I'm at a loss.
I have been to one of the filming spots in London for the film. It was right across from my hotel. Oh, from what? What film? What film, Tim?
Don't know.
I'm looking back. I'm not seeing what film he's talking about. Yeah, don't call me Shirley, Gary. I missed that one, buddy.
Snorty season. Things are getting heated.
So last night I broke down because I knew how mercury switches worked because we use them every day in our houses with the old thermostats. They have what's called a it's called a what is the name of it? Where it teeter totters, and it's through the teeter tottering that your air conditioner or your heater turns on, and knows when to turn off because the temperature in the room affects the mercury.
Thermostat.
And, no, there's another name for it. Crap. Anyway, in the Army, we learned about these kinds of switches used for explosives, and it's because the mercury, when it heats up, it tips over, and the mercury falls and hits the connectors that trigger it. It completes the circuit with the liquid metal, and so it's pretty cool the way they're made. But yeah, they were used in Vietnam for setting up bombs that you didn't want to go off immediately. Oh, the photo of the deer. Okay. Canadian geese are an amphibious assault force that are just pets.
I've heard they're assholes.
Geese, they are assholes. Fucking man. When I was younger, I got attacked by a goose and I didn't panic. I just grabbed him right under his jaw and lifted him off the ground. I'm like, what are you going to do now? My dad started laughing, going, put him down. I'm like, no, he's going to fucking attack me. And so I went down slowly because I didn't want to hurt his neck. And I gently threw him through the air away from me. I said, now fuck off and leave me alone. There was one goose that I became friendly with. It was the guy that rented the apartment to Jim Woodward and Lauren and to Kathy Greisen downstairs. And he had a pet goose guard dog. And he pissed off. It was right there on campus, right across the street from campus. And I imagine a college kid got pissed one night and they found him with his neck tied around one of the fence posts.
Oh, dude.
That's evil.
Yeah, it upset all of us because it is evil to kill that fucking goose. Oh, he was honking at me and nipping at me. So we'll fucking move away from him. Hey, Sander.
Hi, Sander.
Sander Hammerschlag.
Yeah, I love the whole joke about thin man. Thin man, yeah, it's anorexic. Like, yeah, that's thin.
I know you didn't like the scene at the shooting range, but I love when the black dude is so proud about the single headshot that he does, and Mel goes ahead and makes a smiley face out of it.
Takes his funny. One single shot and puts two more and then a smiley face. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty funny.
But he's a terrible shot.
Well, it's just he doesn't handle a weapon correctly. He doesn't squeeze the trigger correctly. He pulls the trigger.
Maybe he didn't have proper training, or maybe some people can't be trained. I don't know. You're going to probably find that out with me.
I told you later on he does really good with weapons now.
Okay.
Dragged across cement and hunting season, both. His weapon handling is really good. But look at him, man. He's fucking Wolverine.
He even had the voice.
Oh, it's gotten rougher as he got older, too. And this is it. This is where Tom Baker's character gets smoked.
Oh, did you notice the connection? This guy, they were in Air America, the character.
Yeah.
And then Mel Gibson does Make America, Air
Oh,
America.
Air America with Robert Downey Jr. Good film. I like that movie. Wait. What? What's this?
What happened, boss?
Well, for the film, he had a trainer, and they had law enforcement on set, as well as a military guy. And so that got by those guys annoys me. See, I love the photography in the scene. Absolutely, too. Very well lit on the indoors, and how they were able to match that lighting to the outside is great, too. Gambit the First, the sequel could have worked if done 2 to 3 years later, and it was about trying to rescue Robert Janders. Oh, you're talking about Wild Eagles 2. I still kind of like it. I consider it almost as good as, or the same, really, as the movie about mercs down in Africa, in the Congo, with Christopher Walken. Dogs of War. That's it. Dogs of War.
Yeah.
Put the plural on the wrong word. Since we deleted, we don't see someone checking to see if he DEAD. Yeah, because it would have been nice to have Richard Burton. Who survived at the end? It was Burton, and Richard Harris survived too, didn't he? And by the way, Wild Geese is based on a true story. Took place in the 60s, like 65. Mel Gibson. Oh, yeah. I love the movie The Patriot, but for me, that film went a murdered son too far. You know, like the bridges in Holland. You know, one son, that was really enough. But we did 2 sons, and I'm like, okay, that's it. But then they had to do a 3rd son, and I'm like, okay, I don't like that. And I didn't like that. And they should have made the movie about the real guy it was based on. That's right. He was in Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, which a lot of people don't like. But guess what? This guy liked it. I still enjoy that film. Annabelle, you would get a kick out of that movie.
Yeah.
The premise is that the ancient druids are making a comeback, and they're going to use their dark magic to sell masks to kids that when a program goes on the air, causes insects to swarm their heads and eat the kids' heads.
Yeah.
I can't remember the reason why, but it's fucking cool.
Okay.
And he's the guy trying to stop it while banging this other hot chick. I can't remember who that girl was. And it's ironic because then he returns for the film The Fog, and again, he's banging a young chick. And in that film, it was Jamie Lee Curtis in The Fog.
Maybe it's in his contract. Like,
Yeah, I was thinking exactly
Tom
the
Cruise.
same.
Tom Cruise has it in his contract that he gets at least one scene where he's running.
And we'd like to alter your contract to defer from this one thing. We'll give you an additional $20,000. And this is Tom. No. $40,000. No. There's no amount of money you can offer me. I want banging the young chick in the film. That's it. Oh man, this is a cool scene. And the thing that bugs me in this scene again is the lack of control. He doesn't. One thing you're taught when you're standing in particular, if you can't lean on an object, lean forward when you fire. It helps you with the recoil. But his recoil to reshot is bad because sometimes he's firing when the weapon is up high. And there's not a chance he's going to fucking, he was taught to shoot, but not how to shoot and actually aim. And when weapons guys see that, we're like, that's wrong. You don't do that.
Did you just make an anima noise?
Meh. She's
That's
sort of
my
like
language.
She's the female Frankenstein monster, not the bride, but Frankenstein's monster. Bad. By the way, my best and favorite Frankenstein comical thing ever was actually Phil Hartman as the Frankenstein monster on Saturday Night Live.
I want
so
to see
fucking
that
funny when he
now.
did that.
I love Phil Hartman.
Well, you loved that when I showed you that he did stand-up comedy in Germany.
Yeah.
And he would have to go out there and speak German of what he's getting ready to do. And then he does John Wayne. He says how he builds up to telling this joke in German with John Wayne was so fucking funny to me. Yeah, look, I don't mind. I'm not talking about fiction. I'm talking about making the fiction believable. And there's a lot of fucking people out here like me that look at shit like that, like in the millions. That's like when Hollywood says, oh, we'll do this in a military film. No one will care. Millions of fucking active duty and former military soldiers watched that and got fucking angry. That number doesn't count. The insects come because of the chip in the mask. Yeah, I know that part. That's what I was talking about. There's a part of the pagan obelisk used, but what does that do? I can't remember what the point of killing all the children was about. Can you remember
having a
that?
movie?
Also, it's science fiction because you have fucking robots in this movie.
What?
Yeah, you have robots. They're human robots, and they bleed fucking like weird foamy blood. It's really fucking wild movie. That is a wild ride. I went with my dad to see that. I wasn't old enough to go by myself, but I so thoroughly. My dad's like, "That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen," and I'm like, "I know, and I love it." And I kind of thought that was interesting, that from that time forward, they would move forward, and every movie would be in its own anthological story, in its own universe, or possibly shared universe, because the movie Halloween 3 exists in a universe where Halloween and Halloween 2 exist as films, because you see them promoted on TV. And again, this is that cul-de-sac that he lives on. And you can tell it's Hollywood. Who's humming? Honey, is that you?
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah,
it's you. It turned off. Your filter turned off again, baby.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it does it.
I even checked when I came in, and it was on.
Well, it was working. It just suddenly went off, and now we can hear all the noise in your room. We could hear the dude you have chained up screaming.
Jesus Christ, Gary. No, what my mic picked up was my laptop working hard because of StreamYard.
Somebody liked that joke. And really, that's what this show's about, by the way. And it's why, I don't think we'll grow much. It's just about having fun, hanging out, talking about movies, talking shit, and making jokes. And just fun. We're having fun. I'm having a good time. I'm sitting here with a pounding headache behind this eye right now. Just stabby, stab.
Okay.
And I'm like, what am I going to do about it? It's a nerve.
I think Tim has an answer.
That's it. They're doing it as a ritual to bring something forward into the world. Irish Druid shit. And originally, it was an ancient Druidic demon or evil spirit that possessed Michael. If you read the original book, Druidic evil spirit is what possessed Michael Myers. And he decided to take that out of the movie. he said it was scarier to not know what was up with him. Clearly, there's something supernatural going on because you kill him. They kill him. He is dead when he hits the ground at the end of that movie. And then when he goes back to look, he's gone. She goes, was that the boogeyman? I'm afraid, dear, it was. Rah! Well, he never did that.
Well, the real druids believed the magic was in the blood of those willing to sacrifice their life, because this was people considering it an honor and a sacrifice to their village to give their life. And they were hung upside down and then bled out. And the blood was used for all kinds of rituals.
Yep.
So the predator was involved?
They're completely
so
exsanguinated. Yep.
Yeah. But they die happy because they think it's the best thing of their life to sacrifice themselves. I like watching these documentaries, but man, a lot of the practices in ancient times was so fucking dark.
Oh, you're not kidding, man. Like, I got to tell you, when you learn some of the shit they did in Mesozoic America, holy shit. Holy shit.
Mesoamerica, no Mesozoic. Mesozoic is a...
Oh, I'm sorry. Mesoamerican. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm doing three things at once. I'm trying to do a thing over on YouTube to add a little poll on the show. So I'm going to do that now.
Those are always fun.
Yeah, it's like I told Anima, I'm like, when I'm doing two things, I can do two things at once. But if you make me talk, it fucks me up. It's a poll. There it is. Start a poll. Like, it didn't pop up the first time. I guess it didn't load completely. All right.
Kim says something supernatural, aka the mother-in-law.
Hey,
mother-in-law.
I love my mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. There's a song. From
Gary would have loved my mom. I'm pretty sure he would have. They would have gotten on so well. This is difficult too, by the way, because the heat causes this mirror effect as if they are on water, and it distorts everything. So how on earth are you going to pull that shot off? I don't know.
Oh, that's why Gary prefers a ball gag.
Oh,
goddamn right. Like, I expect nothing less. And don't
there's a reason. There's a reason how Nick for Toxic Tuesday put Gary in that opening.
You should get one signed by the Gimp.
I like to break it. Like, my two favorite things in the world is breaking Keith and breaking Nick. I like breaking Nick. Just like saying something he doesn't expect. And like that one time I came on, I'd been off for a while because I was busy doing the work, and I came on and I had a baking magazine in my hand, and I what did I say? Oh, he says here's Gary back on the show, and he has a baking magazine. What's that all about? I said, well, apparently I've been doing cream pies all wrong.
Oh, dude.
They clipped that. I think it's in our shorts too.
It's in our show too. I fucking love that. It was so much fun. I broke him. Brutal, especially the ones on Bakalaka Street. Fuck you, Sander. You win.
Okay. I'll do it. Here we go.
I've got 5 terrace going southeast on Bakalaka Street.
Hey, the puppet looks like Joshua.
So what are some good scenes in this film? Oh, no, here's one. I can't make them too long. But if you've got one you'd like to suggest, put it in private. Martin, Anima. I almost called you Lauren. That's really fucking weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Mixing up your housemate and your wife, future wife? What's wrong with you? She isn't even a redhead now.
Mr. Yes, she is. She
She's
does.
dark.
It's
Okay.
copper. Yeah, she's copper. Copper
Oh.
red.
I couldn't tell because it's pretty dark in the living room, but last time I've seen her, she did black.
Did you write anything, Martin?
What?
Did you guys write anything in the private messages?
I don't have anything.
No.
No favorite scene in this film?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Martin?
You're not gonna like it.
Go no, add it so I can put it out there for these guys. We can let them decide. I'm looking. You don't have to.
Okay,
Make
I'm
sure you
writing.
spell it right.
Oh, okay.
I should have prefaced that because now it's part of the audience.
Oh, you
list.
like that scene? Oh, no. That's a good scene. No, I won't argue with that. I agree with you.
It's clearly stupid because the weapon doesn't have the range, and of course his shooting is not the best. But I like how it looks. It's the first scene that comes to mind when I think of that movie. Yeah, and it's the whole conjunction, the action, and combined with the music.
I gave you one too. It goes on for the whole movie, and I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, he tells his own wife when she announces she's going to go on Jeopardy, if there's anything related to cooking, don't do it.
Oh,
So
this
she
one
must
I
be
like it
a
too.
really shitty cook.
But I like this Joshua's character, the monologue and the way in which he delivers
Write
the
it.
line. Okay.
And what was yours, Anima? Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a lot of fun dialogue, but this one cracked me up the most.
All right, now I'm waiting for you, Martin. Oh, I
No,
can't add any more. That's it.
I have two.
Okay. No, that's all I've got. It won't let me have any more. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought you could add more, but that's it.
Oh, no, don't worry.
I think
I'm
4
saying
is
is,
the max.
I gave you two options. You choose whatever you.
What is it doing?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, see, that's all the dance club scene. That's included already in the first question I have. Well, I've created this thing and it won't let me start poll. What's up with that? It's not showing me anything wrong. 4. Oh, it's that one.
Sorry.
Yeah, now I can start it. There we go. And you wrote. Yeah, I'm not going to do. I'm going to stick with your first one because it's better. There you go, guys. It is pinned to the top, right? Yeah, it's pinned to the top. So, which is your favorite scene in Lethal Weapon? The escape from the dance club, the fight scene between Riggs and Mr. Joshua, Riggs shooting at the helicopter, Riggs having to eat Christmas dinner. So we're getting some votes here, guys. Let's see. Ooh, fight scene between Riggs and Joshua. Oh, now it's tied with the Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
As they're going around the turn, Market Maker's mother takes the lead.
That's the second time today that you referenced me to a horse, Gary. Fuck you.
I didn't reference you to a horse. What are you talking about?
Yes, you
It's a
said.
poll.
I said, hey, and you said that's for horses, and I'm like, that's how you greet
Yeah, it's
me
an old
when I'm
saying.
going to the studio.
That's an old axiom. Hay is for horses.
Interesting.
Oh, right.
I didn't reference you.
I get it. I
Hey,
get it.
John
I
the
get it.
Beagle Dad here. Good to
Is
see
he?
you, man. Yeah, John the Beagle Dad is here.
I beagle
He
that.
says, fuck you, Martin.
No, he says, "What's up, fellas?"
I
Gary
wish he had
translated
said that.
that.
Yeah, translated it. Fuck you, Martin. All right, we are okay. Again, the fight scene between Riggs and Mr. Joshua is taking the lead.
Oh, Beagle Dad, you need to join us tomorrow. We're going to do a really funny Christmas movie where
Now, I
Santa
don't
Claus is
know-
the bad one.
Because right now it says we have 26 watching live. That's a mixture of YouTube, Rumble, and what do you call it? X.
We have 13
What
on
Zelensky says.
YouTube.
But wait a minute. Let me move this. I'm looking at the thing right now, the poll. Mel Gibson in really film. Wait, you're going to torture me, aren't you? Mel Gibson in every film after this one. Yeah, pretty much. And then he got even by torturing us with The Passion of the Christ. Because, oh my God, that is the hardest film to get through. Not because it's bad, but because of how rough it is.
Yes.
Apparently, he liked torturing Caviezel.
I haven't seen it, and I have planned not to see it. Never.
I have considered doing it on the film, on the show, because it is such an important pop culture film. It's just on the religious side. And I love the movie, but oh my God, I had to watch it by myself. And then I let Zoe see it. And so I watched it with her. And that is the last time I watched that movie because it is really hard to get through. And I did buy it on DVD as support for the film.
Yeah, I really do not want to watch this. So
I either bought it on Blu-ray or DVD. I don't know. I do like this scene here. Running every single time I watch this scene, guys know what I'm talking about. When you go up over a hill and you come down, it feels like your nuts go up into your body. Every time I see him running through the street barefoot, or anybody running barefoot on concrete, fucking makes my guts do that. It's just fucking uncomfortable. The only Passion of the Christ I like was called Life of Brian.
I would love to do that one.
Riggs shooting a helicopter. It's tied again between the fight and eating Christmas dinner.
I didn't think the Christmas dinner would end up that high in the poll.
Well, no, it's a good scene. I love that it leads to the dog and cat fight.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah. Am I allowed to bring a friend? I forgot the name of the cat, damn it.
Burbank.
Burbank,
Burbank.
that's right.
And I told you Burbank is a sub area there in the Hollywood area where Johnny Carson shot his show in Burbank. The Tonight
It sounds
Show.
more like a place than a name.
It is. And he made fun of it. And he would constantly make jokes about the Burbank airport, talking about how bad it is. You know, it's not a good airport when its advertising perk is what they serve in their diner.
Yeah.
Which is a funny joke they carried over to another show called Community, where the perk of that, what do they call it? The college. It's not a junior college, is it? It's something like that, though. It's like where you get 2-year degrees from community colleges, which is why it's called community. It's community college, and the big selling point is their menu in their diner to get people to go there. Their cafeteria. It's fucking funny. All right, there we go. I'm ending the poll. now in poll. There we go. So this was the final poll. Are we going to see it here in the studio or what?
No.
All right. It is. Which is your favorite scene in Lethal Weapon? The fight scene between Riggs and Mr. Joshua got 46. Riggs having to eat Christmas dinner, 36. The escape from the dance club, 9%. Riggs shooting at helicopter, 9%, with a total of 11 votes. So I'm guessing that's all we have here on YouTube. We have more people over on X and Rumble.
Yeah, I went in and checked, and it was 13 people, including me, obviously. So we usually have more people on Twitter than on YouTube. And Twitter's, I guess, is making it hard to chat.
Yeah, we don't see anything from Twitter. I don't see anything from
We
Twitter.
do sometimes, so there must be an option, but I guess it's just complicated. Like they did with the new chats now. Making it worse instead of better. Rumble is the one that we don't get to see.
All of these are from YouTube. I don't know. Maybe nobody's commenting over there.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody's commenting on Rumble.
No Twitter.
Well, Shanatsky, that means every scene with Raj, because that's Raj's theme. The first time you hear it is in his bathtub when he just is sitting there and it's like, oh my God, I'm old.
Dude, how about you show up in time and catch the clip when we play it? Sander?
Yeah, we played it earlier, Sander. Yeah. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Take it easy on us, man. But I love you, man. So here you go. Just a few seconds. That's it. That's all you get. Mister. This is fuck, man. Cars can't do that to full-size hydrants, but that is a small line hydrant he hit. So I'm like, with it being a police rig, it's possible they could break some water on that. Mm-hmm. Those smaller pipes are possibly damageable by a car, and not the big main ones, the ones you see on main streets and cities and shit. I love all the shit he says here. Merry fucking Christmas. Dear bad guys. No one's here. This is absolutely a Christmas movie. It absolutely makes it. Music, some of the dialogue, if you take the dialogue out, change it, you have to change it. You would have to change the dialogue. So, yes, that makes it a Christmas film.
And like I said earlier, you'd have to change the whole fucking soundtrack. So,
no, look. Dirty Harry was considered right-wing propaganda. This film is these kind of. The thing is they're really not political. In fact, the only politics in this film is some of the liberal shit that you see laying around, like the sticker when he comes into the house. Right here, he goes into the kitchen. There is a huge anti-apartheid
sticker on the fridge.
Yeah, it says something else on it. I forget what it is, but
free South America and apartheid.
South Africa.
South Africa, sorry. I have a fever, guys.
Now you could say now South America, free us from socialism, please.
And I wouldn't mind doing like a run of directors' films where we do a few of the watch-alongs. And I would like to do watch-alongs with specifically Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I think it's the best film after Lethal Weapon that he ever wrote. And he was the director on that film too.
Shane?
Yeah. Yeah, I like Shane Black.
He was
I feel
Poncho,
bad
right?
for him. What's that?
He was Poncho on Predator.
Hawkins.
Okay.
Yeah,
I always mix those two.
And another one I'd like to do is The Nice Guys. They're still talking. The three of them are still talking about a sequel.
We did The Nice Guys.
Oh my God. And by the way, what is the note? How is it signed that he finds on the Christmas tree? Signed, The Nice Guys.
The Good Guys. No, the Good Guys.
Or the Good Guys. Yeah, the Good Guys. Yeah, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, The Nice Guys would be two films for sure I would like to do. And he worked again with Bones on The Last Boy Scout, and let's see, what was the other one? Oh my God, Monster Squad. I would love to do a watch along with that. I love that movie. I love that fucking movie. You remember that one, honey, where they had the werewolf that looks fucked up in the
Oh
face?
yeah, that thing was so wrong.
Now, another good connection to this is the bad guy at the end. But in this one, they don't shoot him. Or do they? Do they shoot him? Yeah, they do shoot him at the end.
The general?
Because he gets a gun. No, Mr. Joshua.
Oh,
Don't they end up having to kill him at the end here? I can't remember.
Yes, they both shoot him.
Which
at the
is
same time.
connected again. And yeah, and then he drops back down in Glover's arms. And but that ties
Die
right
Hard.
into the end of Die Hard. Same producer with one same actor connects these two, as well as with story elements in it. Cops, all the characters are cops. Oh, it's doing it again. Anima. Your background sound, check your filter.
That is so fucking weird.
I've always liked this scene.
This is not weird.
No, it's
I
on.
love this scene.
It didn't
where
switch
he
it on.
says Merry Christmas to his wife. I love that. Well, I definitely want to do Last Boy Scout. I definitely want to do Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and I definitely want to do The Nice Guys. I love both of those, all three of those movies. If I remember right, this film was titled Die Hard originally, and Joel Silver stole it because it was a great title. I don't
Really?
know. That's interesting.
Are you looking it up?
Well, they're saying it's false here, but I don't trust Brave or Google. There's no evidence or credible source suggesting it was. The confusion may stem from a separate urban legend that the Die Hard film, Die Hard with a Vengeance, was originally written as Lethal Weapon. I don't believe that either. But I think it's possible because they did come around at the same time as scripts. And they have the same producer, like I said. If I remember it right, look it up, Shinatsky. See if you find anything to back it up, buddy. Yeah, I love that. I really fucking love that Rod steps out onto the porch while you hear all the calamity going on inside the house to fix one single light on his porch.
Yeah.
That was great.
That cat is not happy.
It's a happy ending. Oh, Burbank? No, that fucking dog, that's a collie, man. They're pretty wired. Collies are also really dumb.
Well, also
They're
it's
hard
the
to
cat's
train.
territory. It's the cat's territory. And they don't like
I remember
strangers.
reading a book about the making of the Lassie TV show and films. And one thing they kept bringing up is almost all of the Lassies were male. because the females were so dumb and really hard to train.
Uh-oh. Do you hate me, Slash of Red? Do you
No,
want
I
me to suffer?
love Police
You
Academy.
didn't
Well,
like Police Academy?
No.
my favorite scene was the blowjob.
Oh.
Where he's got the girl in the
Why am I not
not a
surprised?
pulpit, what's it called? It's the that where you stand at a podium, that's the word, podium. And she's in there and he's in there, and after she does what she does, and the commandant Lassard, I think,
Lazard.
turns to walk away, then stops for a moment to turn back, and right at that moment, Maloney sticks his head out to see if it's all clear, and then they lock eyes, and he thinks that Maloney did it. It's fucked up.
Okay. This is a picture that Tim sent me. He wants it to be shown. So there you go.
That's the sticker right there.
Yeah.
That's how he does it in his films. Go look at the control room wall in the movie Scrooged. Look around the police station in Lethal Weapon 2. That's where what's her name from Alien and Terminator 2 gets killed on the diving board that played Vasquez in Aliens. If you watch in that film, you'll see all these anti things on the walls, anti-gun, just things that would not really be in a police station, but it's in the background and it's meant to subconsciously hit you. And but I just actually stop and look. When I first got my first DVD, my goal was to pause frames so I could look at things. Finally, with some clarity that's better than SD.
I don't think normies do that. They would just focus on the characters, and it would completely go over their heads, which is fine.
Well, I like holiday films or films that take place around holidays. It's just, I don't know what it is. I've just always liked that. I love Halloween. I love the first real Christmas horror film. What's it called? Black Christmas, I think it was.
Yes, Black Christmas.
And that movie inspired John Carpenter to do Halloween. He thought it'd be great if they were in the same universe, too. That he would do like all these horror films based on holidays, killer films. And I thought I love that idea, but it never happened. Wait a minute. What's this one? Police Academy 4 88 is the final one for me. The 94 one, Police Academy 5 Moscow, is I did not like that film either. I got to be honest. Once Mahoney left, I was done because Gutenberg was really why I watched the films. And you are back in time for the end of the show.
Yay!
Yeah, I really need to go lie down.
So, for you guys, she is sick right now. So she's been sick the whole time she's been here. Let's see. Snorty? Yeah, okay. So, thank you guys for being here, starting with Snorty, Gambit, the first two in the house, Slasher Fred, Penny, D. Bud Martin, Jonathan Hancock, Shirley Lavasseur, and I only know how to pronounce that name because we're friends. I'm like, how do I say your last name?
Lavasseur.
And I love the fact that she told me many, many moons ago that she was from the bloodline, all that leads back to, and I believe it was William Marshall that your bloodline ran back to. Correct me if I'm wrong. Our good friend Sally Forth was here. Genghis Khan, Joe's Atmosphere, Sandra Hammerschlag, Joshua, no, that's not, John the Beagle Dad, last one. Okay, last person. So thanks for popping in, guys, hanging out with us. Everybody else over on Rumble and on X, thank you for showing up and watching the show. Hope you had a good time. we always enjoy doing these shows. So, there you go, Martin.
What? Oh, okay. Let me see. Would it be here?
Oh, Shanatsky wasn't listed. Again, not listed. Sorry, Shanatsky. I'm reading from a list. Thanks for being here, buddy. Wish you were on the show with us. We would have preferred that.
Have you ever seen a bus in under? You haven't tossed me yet.
I will. Any bus I see, you're going under.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
So ornery inside real wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So let me get to that one. There you go, guys. This is from Anima.
Please, leave me in peace. Please go. Stop smiling. It's not a joke. Please leave. The party's over. Get out.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, Gambit. Anima, this is for you.
Yeah, I just posted in the chat too. I'm working on it, guys.
Oh.
I'm being a good patient. Not very
my
patient,
God.
but a good patient.
Another rage. These people don't want us to wrap up.
Okay,
the
so
show.
here it is. Goes back to Charlemagne through the Normans somehow. I don't know. I just remember having that conversation with you when I told you I was writing about William Marshall.
Here we go.
Cowboy, check on the back door.
It absolutely is. And I remember somebody was trying to annoy me. And I said, you don't understand. I raised 3 children. I have an off mode. I just go
You
there.
raised Zoe.
Oh, I was there for my boys too. It was when they got older, I didn't get to enjoy. But when they were the toddlers and the pains in the asses, I was.
Yeah,
there
what
for
I'm
them.
saying is you raised Zoe as a teenager. So if anyone knows about patience, it's you.
Well, it was when she was younger. I had to get patience. All my kids were
This
very
rookies.
annoying.
I took 4.
So, and that's in response to Gambit's comment. Yep, patience is a virtue. I have tons of patience. So that's it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Everybody, have a great Friday. We will be back tomorrow with another Christmas film. This one is one of my favorites. It's a horror movie.
But a fun one.
But it's foreign. It's made in Finland, and it's called Rare Exports, A Christmas Story or Tale, A Christmas Tale. So gotta be here for that, guys. It's a fun movie. I'm telling you, if you've never seen that movie, check it the fuck out. Very good movie. So that's it. We are out of here. Arrivederci, America.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Go ahead, Shanatsky.
Came in through the
We're
back
doomed.
door.
I'm going to smack the shit out of you. Say bye, motherfucker.
Bye, motherfucker.
Bye, guys.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Matt Damon.